we're having electric field at the center of curvature of a semicircular charged ring. For this you are seeing a picture drawn here, which is a semicircle and possessing uniformly distributed charges along its rim. And this dot represents the center of this semicircular ring. Say it is O. Now I have to find an expression for the net electric field at this point due to the uniformly distributed positive charges along this semicircular ring. For that, now I am choosing a small segment here, a small element whose length is dl and charge on this is dq. Okay, so by using these two, I can now define lambda, that is linear charge density, that is dq divided by dl. Otherwise, what I can write? I can write dq is equals lambda into dl. Now, from this small charge element, I can simply draw a line like this to the point O. And at that point, the electric field due to this much charge dq will be in this direction, and this electric field is at dE. If r is the radius of this semicircle, right? So radius of the semicircle is r. If that is the case, then from this point to this point, the distance is r. Okay, and here comes the horizontal, and this makes some angle with the horizontal, say it is theta. The same angle appears on this side also, this is also theta. Then what I can write? I can take the component of this dE like this. Okay, so this is dE cos theta into I cap. If I am choosing x-axis along this direction, positive x-axis along this direction, this is I vector. This is dE cos theta I cap. And meantime, I can choose the vertical component of this dE. So that dE component will be dE sin theta j cap. J cap is the unit vector along y axis. Meantime, if I say I am choosing one more such a charged element exactly opposite to this, say which is here, okay, somewhere here, this is also dq and length dl, then one more dE will come here at this point O, like this, right, at this point. This is one more dE, what I can write. So one more theta is appearing here and here also. So I can take the components of this vector again. This is dE cos theta I cap, as well as along this line, this is dE sin theta, but it is in negative y direction, this should be minus j cap. So from this notation, what we can think is horizontal components. Okay, so horizontal components simply add, whereas vertical component gets subtracted. And since every such element diagonally opposite, otherwise I can say it's not diagonally opposite, it is just like this, symmetric about this axis. Okay, so symmetric points about this axis produce equal amount of dE electric fields at this point. So they produce equal amount of dE cos theta and equal amount of dE sin theta. For this reason, dE sin theta get cancelled for every such pairs of charges. That means what I can write is the net electric field at the center of curvature is E is equals, what I can write, it is the integration of the sum of these two, it is 2 dE cos theta I cap, and the limit of theta, since I already chosen two components, 2 times dE cos theta, so I should only take the means of integration from theta is equal 0 to 90 degree. Okay, so only above this axis, otherwise below this axis till it reaches the end. So that means 0 to 90 degree, pi by 2. So once I do this, I simply go for the substitution of dE and cos theta. What I can do now. So what actually dE is? dE is nothing but dE is 1 by 4 pi epsilon O. By definition of electric field we can do it into dq divided by the distance from this element of charge to this point, which is r, so should be taken r square. But what I can replace for dq? dq is lambda into dl. So that means what I can write further is dE is equals 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon O lambda into dl divided by r square. This is what I can do. Further, you must be careful about this substitution. Say it is the arc and here is some point, center of curvature, and as we consider the element further and further along the rim, the angle changes. Say it is d theta. The distance from the element to the center of curvature O remains same, and this length along the rim is dl. Right. So this is how we have to write this point. Okay. So this point is exactly like this. So this situation I cannot draw here. So for that I have shown like this. Okay. So this you can see like this. That means by the definition of arc, what I can write, it is simply dl is equals r into d theta. This is one of the definition. Right. So by using this, what I can replace for dl? So that is what I am doing here. So it is dE is equals 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon O into lambda into r into d theta divided by r square. Further, I can rewrite dE is equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon O into lambda into d theta divided by r, because 1 r get cancelled. Now I am replacing these things here for dE. Therefore, E vector is equals integration from 0 to pi by 2 times. What is dE? It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon O lambda d theta divided by r cos theta into I cap, which are already present here. So rearranging this thing, which may appear in standard version. So this is integration. 2 and this 4 get cancelled. So it is 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r cos theta into d theta into I cap. Again limit from 0 to pi by 2. So you may know 1 by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r, these things are constants. So I can keep those things outside integration. 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r, integration remaining as it is, but only with cos theta d theta inside, and I cap shows the direction of the net electric field. But you must know integration of cos theta is simply sin theta, of course. So by using this thing here in our derivation, what I can write further, which is E vector is equals 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r, and this becomes sin theta, right? Sin theta from 0 to pi by 2, which is here sin theta from 0 to pi by 2, and don't forget I cap. You know, sin theta with the limits 0 and pi by 2, right? Sin theta with the limits 0 and pi by 2. That means when I put pi by 2 and 0 for the values of theta, so sin of 90 degree is 1 and sin of 0 angle is 0. So this is simply 1. That means this integration result is 1. Therefore, what I can write further, which is simply E vector is equals 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r, right? Lambda divided by r into this thing. This thing is I cap, because all these things came to be 1. So this is the result showing the net electric field which is produced at the center of the curvature, 1 divided by 2 pi epsilon O lambda divided by r, and lambda stands for linear charge density, usually measured in coulomb per meter, right? So lambda is measured in coulomb per meter, and r is the radius, which is measured in say meter. Okay, so when you substitute the values, you may get E in terms of, right, E in terms of volt per meter, or it is a Newton per coulomb. So this is how we have to derive.